Ito signature mo.
Ito, so 2023.
Ayan. Hi guys! Nandito tayo ngayon sa labas ng kondo ng dating sikat na matinee idol na si Mapa. Medyo nawala po siya ng mahabang panahon at ang balita ho natin ay may bago na siyang pinupursue na career. Pero bago yan, subscribe muna kayo sa aking channel at kay Christine Babau's channel. Halika, kamustahin na natin siya. Hey! Mukhang matagal ka na dyan. Ano? Kumusta bro? Mukhang matinee idol pa naman hanggang ngayon. Mr. Mapa. Welcome to my channel. Kamusta ka na?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for being here. Sa karangalan ko, Julius Babaw.
Doon sa mga fans mo, na-miss ka na?
Sa lahat ng mga nanonood, sa mga fans ko, hi, hello, I'm here to stay. Anyway, dito nyo malalaman kung ano nangyari sa akin.
Ano ba pinagkakaabalahan mo ngayon?
Well, to start off, I'm a happily married man, father to 3 kids. I'm also back in the limelight. I just signed up with a contract with Viva, Boss Vic, under co-managed by Tita Astor Amoyo. We did a movie, Paraluman, with Ren Escanio. It's already streaming at Viva Max. So I've been doing films with them. I'm also painting.
Yan.
Ito yun.
Ito mga nasa likod natin guys. Mga paintings to ni Jao. Oo. Kaya ka nag-start mag-paint?
Bata pa ako, nag-paint na ako.
So before you became an actor, painter ka na?
Oh, yes. Since I was a kid pa. 5 years old pa lang. Okay. When I picked up already a pencil, so I was already drawing. Tapos I joined contests. Tapos bibigyan ka lang ng mga flyers or for gratitude and thank you. I draw for our school paper. They got me as an artist. I draw for my mom in her newspaper when she was in Woman's Home Companion. She had a column, 22nd Avenue, and then I would parang do an editorial. She would write an article to start off the magazine. And also along the way, she would let me sit down beside artists, cartoonists. So pag sumasama ko sa kanya, itatabi niya ako sa mga artists. Papakilala niya ako one of them is, if you remember, Hugo Yunzon.
Yes, na painter din.
Yeah, painter and also a illustrationist, illustrator. Other than which, pero hindi ko...
Sila ano ba, na-meet mo rin? Sina Malang, di ba? Mga ano rin yan dati, cartoonist
Malang,
din.
yes, I did.
Si Malang.
One time.
Larry Alcala.
Larry Alcala, no. Jess Abrera.
Yes. Nonoy Marcelo.
Nonoy Marcelo. No, I haven't met him, but we have his book, parang comic strip book.
So yun ang pinaka-foundation mo, yung pagiging artist, bata ka pa. Actually, we share something in common kasi ako ganyan din. Nung bata ako, hilig din ako sa drawing. Naniningil pa ako doon sa mga mga classmate ko kapag nagpapadrawing sila.
May ganyan din ako.
I was also artist of the year nung elementary. Kaso nga, hindi ko pinursue. Ikaw ba, Jao, pinursue mo yung pagiging artist mo sa school?
I had to get into a lot of colleges. Siguro nag-apply ako ng 10 colleges. At the end, I ended up in UST. Okay, UST had this special test na you will copy a statue of an angel, headless angel siya eh. Naalala ko nun eh. Tapos, so all the students dun, kinokopya namin.
Yun ang exam nyo?
Yun ang exam namin.
Entrance exam.
And of all these 10 colleges that I applied in, it was UST that accepted me because I think of just this special test. So, yeah, rest is history. I like doing fisherman. Dito ako nag-umpisa mga fisherman. Yan, mga turo-turo. I pray. Thank you. Kalesa, tsaka mostly mga Pinoy theme, a figurative expressionist.
Ganda.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Dami rin, ha?
Dami rin. I mean, meron din ako on canvas.
They're
rolled.
Ganda naman.
My dad likes doing yoga. He went to abroad.
Very positive yung mga subjects mo, no?
Thank you, thank you.
No?
Ayan, during yung pandemic, so yung mga...
Jesus.
With the yung mga...
Frontliners.
Right. Yung Rosario, nag-mix na.
Jesus na naman.
Marami. Pandemic paintings nga eh.
Oo, no? Ang ganda.
Thank you, sir. Yan, kinarga na niya.
Ganda dito.
Thank you. Meron ako dyan, pero naka-roll siya eh. I mean, if you wanna...
Yeah, sige, tila natin. Oil yun?
Hindi, acrylic. Puro acrylic, hindi ako nag-oil.
Ito acrylic to o watercolor?
Watercolor to. I went to the pictorial. Pagdating ko doon, lo and behold, this was the peak time na yung Gwapings were in palibhasa lalaki. Alright, so their hot item, palibhasa was hot item, Richard Gomez,
Joey Marquez,
diba?
Si
Adjo Iliana, sila Jan,
Ami Perez,
Cynthia, Gloria Romero, Carmina.
Mga sikat nandun.
Diba? So, pagdating ko sa, sakto, photo finish, pagdating ko doon sa Manila Hotel pa yata eh. That's the pictorial. Andun si Tito Dogs.
Ayun na.
Andun si Tito Dogs, but I was...
Douglas Quijano.
Yeah. Ako sabi ni Dogs, gusto mo mag-artista. Pasok kita sa showbiz. Sabi ko, yeah. That's all I said. From that time on, next week, nasa palimpasa lalaki na ako, trabaho ko. Johnny Manahan, director mo, si Boyong, yung assistant director mo.
Wala ka experience sa acting yan?
Wala.
So tell us...
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. I do have experience in acting.
Ayan. Saan?
I do have experience in acting. When I was in Lasal Antipolo, actually ano pa lang eh. Nung Assumption, I was in Assumption, kinder to grade 2. Okay, kinder to grade 2, nakakita ko ng first stage play ko. And I remember,
stage.
I said to myself, wow. Wow, ang ganda niyan. Parang gusto ko gusto ko umarte. So, I was only given the opportunity when I transferred to Antipolo, Lasal Antipolo, at grade 3. And my first play was a Brownie. It was a Christmas play, and then there were brownies, mga hosts kami doon, and then there were different shows na we were, so, parang variety show. I'd also joined plays in school. We did The Night Before Christmas. We did a couple of, I did a Colby's Missing Memory in Meralco. I did a bit role in Joseph the Dreamer. I was one of the kids of Joseph a long time ago.
Dami mo para experience.
And then...
sa stage.
Sa stage, yes. So, hubog na hubog. So, pagdating dito na sa palibhasa lalaki...
kayang-kaya.
Hindi lang yun. Hindi lang yun. Sinalang na ako. Tapos sabi first sabi ni Boy, cut! Bakit? Ano ka eh? OA ka eh. Lakas ang boss mo. Pwede hinaan mo ng konti. Tsaka yung arte mo, medyo parang volume. Hinaan mo naman. So, this is where I didn't realize na there's a difference when you act on camera and on stage.
Oo naman.
Akala ko naman, bad.
So, nag-stage acting ka doon sa first taping?
Oo.
Ano yung line mo? Naalala mo pa?
Di na.
Sino ka eksena mo?
Silang lahat.
Ano lang yun, di ba? Parang kulitan lang yun eh, di ba?
Tapos, in the end, di ba, binuhusan pa ako sa tubig.
Mga batang 80s nakaka-relate.
Eto na.
Ay, 90s pala. Mga batang 90s nakaka-relate.
Pag mahanap mo yung first episode na lumabas ako sa palibhasa lalaki, wala kang maririnig na volume. Dahil sinabi sa akin ng director, hinaan mo boses mo. So, gumagana na ako eh. Halos gumagana na ako. Kahit may mic na ako dito. So, it was a transition. Parang I had to hone it to a point na, ayun, nakuha ko na.
Ayun. So, dire-diretso ka na sa palibhasa lalaki nun?
Yeah, palibhasa lalaki. Then I got gigs left and right from Channel 2. I was able to meet pa si Kapitan Lopez.
Henry Lopez,
at the time. Oh, yeah. And of course, Gabby, I was able to meet.
Ilan taon ka nun? You were about
16.
16 years old.
16. 1993, I made it. And then I got Sanlinggo na po pa nun eh. Kasama ko pa yung mga sila.
Regular ka doon?
Yeah.
Sa Apo?
Yes. And then there was of course ASAP came. Sila Martin, Diana Torres, sila because at that time lumabas yung pare ko, which we just did. Si Direct Joy Reyes ang direct.
Gwapings ka na nun?
Gwapings na ako nun.
Ayun.
They introduced me as the fourth Gwaping. In palibasa lalaki. That's how I made it.
Kasi ang Gwapings nandun na sa palibasa.
Established na sila doon. And from there, rest is history. Nag-follow na yung mga hostings, mga guestings.
Paano yung school mo?
Yeah, I was juggling. There was time also na, sobrang pagod na. Natutulog na ako sa klase. Sinita ako ng teacher. Ito ka, guidance counselor ka. Yeah, sorry po. But that was how hectic it was. Very.
What about yung fans? Siyempre, ang dami mong fans nung time na yun. How would you describe yung
It's awesome, Julius.
Paano?
It was medyo nahihiya ako pero my manager then also had a parang fans day. And I remember it's in Glico, somewhere here in Makati. It was parang
meet and greet.
Meet and greet. So there's fans there. Ako naman. Okay, so this is probably part of being in showbiz. So you have to be there. You keep on smiling. Tapos ayan, overwhelming. I get to go to Cebu, Davao. We do shows there. I made an album under BMG. Kaputukan na ng E-Heads sa River Maya. Si Ellie did a couple of songs, wrote a couple of songs for me, as well as Raymond Marasigan. Rico Blanco made a song also for me. I invited him to my house. We went there. We jammed with my brother, who's in Pedicab. And then, so we did this song. So it's there in the album. It's called Gimmick. And then
may nag-hit ba doon sa album na yan?
One of the songs were used for the opening of, if Channel 7 had TGIF, the counterpart was in Channel 2, sina Dieter, sila Marvin Agustin, they had a different, I forgot this
Yung theme song, ikaw kumanta nun?
Ako, kinuha nila, yung gimmick, the gimmick song. The gimmick song was used for that.
Paano pa yung song na yan?
Tinawagan ako kanina ng tropa. Gimmick. Tapos meron pang Talikod Zenik. Talikod Zenik was written by Eli Buendia. Gimmick was written by Raymond Marasigan. And if you can find it in YouTube, the Gimmick song. So it's still there.
Anong di mo makakalimutan kwento when it comes to mga fans? Paano kanila dinudumog yung mga panahon na yan? Hindi mo makalimutan.
Okay, there's this one time I remember I was opening I was opening for Bench. They had this new shop in a mall. So it made of glass eh. Tapos nasa loob na ako and here is Mapa. So paglabas ko, wow! Ang daming tao, ang unang nasa isip ko, paano ako makakalabas dito? Okay.
As in hundreds o thousands.
Sabihin natin, this is the shop.
Di mahulugang karayon sa dami ng tao.
Mismo.
So, ngayon?
So, okay na. I did my part. Kulang na lang, mabasag na yung glass, I guess. Hindi naman siguro, hindi naman. Pero, that's how packed it was. So I came up with a plan. Nasabi ko, ganito na lang. Yung suot ko, susuotin ng the sellers. May nahanap ako, kahit ko.
Decoy.
Decoy. Exactly, decoy.
Nakaharap ka ng decoy.
So, binigay ko yung damit ko sa kanya. Tapos, kumuha na lang ng damit. Hindi na, ito na. Tapos, ganito gagawin mo. Lalabas ka. Doon ka lang. Tapos, pakalabas niya, man, kawawa siya. I don't know what happened to the guy.
Buhay pa kaya.
Nawa ako. And then I slipped through, I ducked through. Tapos, the attention was everybody. Then I ducked through and then went through safely out of the...
Oh my gosh, grabe.
out of the escalator. So, sabi ko, ang nasa isip siguro, kawawa. I could see the people were like...
Puro kurot yun. Puro halik siguro.
Sabi ko, wag mong tatanggalin yung hat mo. Wag mong tatanggalin. Nakaganon siya. So I said, okay, mission accomplished.
Ayun, nakalabas ka rin, no? Isa lang yan, ha? Sa mga napuntahan mo na dinudumog ka talaga ng fans. Marami pa, I'm sure.
We had one. Ito naman, si Julina. Julina was having a show in I don't know, so somewhere there. Tapos she had me as a guest. She had me as a guest. Tapos when we were doing the concert, the show, eto na, lumabas na ako. Pakalabas ko, ikaputo ko ng kanta na Laklak. So kinanta ko yung Laklak. Man, dinumog yata. The security was so weak at the time. Pumasok na yung mga tao. I think they went up on stage. They had to close the show.
Hindi natapos.
Hindi natapos na, alam mo. So I said, alright, okay. So, yeah. So,
paano sa school, pag pumapasok ka? Hindi ka ba pinagkakagulahan sa UST?
Kapapasok ko rin sa palibasa lalaki. Wala akong wheels nun. Serious.
Comment ka na.
So I'm coming from Antipolo. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I wait for a jeep along the highway. Get in USD by 7. At the time na for class. Napapansin ko yung mga estudyante na kasabay ko sa nakakapansin na yata like talking about kilala natin to, ito yata yung isang palibasa. So what I do is, hindi naman ako nagdala ng cup. So ang gagawin ko, gagawin ako. I hope that nothing happens. And then hanggang doon na lang sila. I mean, that's how far that they go. But it's not like, they would, pwede pa humingi ng...
Walang ganun?
Wala pa.
Kailan nagsimula? Yun ang hirapan ka na sa privacy mo.
Ito pa. One time kasama ko yung Gwapings. Kasama si Eric, si Mark yata, si John Marie. We went into a mall. Bago pa lang SM noon. Bago pa lang SM.
Hindi to official work. Kumbaga, pumunta lang kayo.
Just to...
Pasyal lang.
Pasyal lang. Parang one of my first times with the Gwapings. I mean, going out. Pagpasok namin ng mall, bago pa lang SM noon eh. Man, pinagkaguluhan yung tatlo. Nagsitakbuhan sila kung saan-saan. Naiwan ako. Sabi ko, ako nga pala. Hindi. Wala pa. Kasi I was just starting this. Okay.
Hindi ka pa masyado kilala naman.
Hindi pa kilala.
Yung tatlo hinabol. Parang Beatles, ano? So yun yung with the Gwapings.
The Gwapings.
Pero syempre, nabanggit mo na wala ka pang sasakyan. Syempre, araw-araw ginagawa mo yun, di ba? Kailan nagsimulang parang nahirapan ka na mag-commute?
At that time, I was able to get a car and then ayun. Pero I needed a driver. Kasi couldn't drive pa din eh. That's how I remember. We were, my parents may hinuhulugan ng lupa. Nakapagtulong naman ako to get that house, to pay for the lot,
You built the house?
In other words. Pero tulong na rin kami with my dad at the time. And then, Pepsi Commercial came. We shot in India. Ito naman ang nakuha ko through that Pepsi Commercial. Of course, I'm going to school and I'm taking up advertising. Pero Sabi ko, hindi ko makita sarili ko in a four-wall office doing advertising. What caught my eye was the painters, the student painters.
Ronald Ventura. Teacher yan doon.
He was sketching on the side, doing sketches of anatomy.
Galing yan.
Black and white. Pinapanood ko na siya. And we know each other at the time. Not knowing that he'd be one of
pinakasikat na artist ngayon, no?
Mga paintings niya.
Master yan.
Billion na eh. So, yun. And yeah, he's one of the one that parang okay mag-painting. Be your own boss, to do paint. From advertising, no, I veered. I literally went to painting.
Painting na talaga.
And I would get advice from sila Ferdy Montemayor would tell me how to, he was the one who taught me how to put canvas on the board. He was the one who taught me mga details on just basic ones to prep a board, put paint primer before painting on it. You could use acrylic, stuff like that. After graduation, naglaylo ako sa showbiz. As in totally,
at the height of your...
At the height.
Of your,
career? At the height of my career.
As in, Mapa, na sikat?
Yeah.
Nag-stop ka?
Yeah.
Bakit?
To tell you the truth, this is the point na I had a hard time already juggling work and school. I got burnt out.
Na-burnout ka?
I got burnt out. Tapos, it was hard to get out also. Na biglang yung may trabaho ka araw-araw, biglang pang! Wala ka nang ginagawa and wala na naghahanap sa'yo. Pero you're also dodging reporters and the intrigue. So, they thought, nag-drugs ka, nag-ano.
So, you never got into drugs?
No, I never got into drugs. But, I had to make a decision whether to continue showbiz or college.
Ano yung pinaka-catalyst nung pagiging burnout mo? Meron bang isang insidente na parang nasabi mo, ayoko na talaga, bullshit na ako, ayoko na, I just wanna stop? Ganun. Meron ba?
Yeah.
Ano yun? Ano nag-trigger nun?
So, as in napagod na rin ako. And I told myself, eto na lang ba buhay? Is this life? I mean, fame, money, and parang I don't know if I wanted a challenge or something, but I also wanted to finish college and get a diploma, get a degree.
Ba't di ba kaya pagsabayin? Kahit paunti-unti?
Dala na rin ng pagod. I mean, 24/7.
Pero the money was coming in.
The money was coming in,
diba?
Yeah.
Fame, yung mga perks ng
Yes,
pagiging celebrity.
Also.
So why?
My mindset was to get a diploma and finish college because I was already taking too long. I was taking 10 years na. So from 1993, sa awa naman ng Diyos, I graduated 2023, March. And I had to let go. You know, Julius, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't have a family right now. I wouldn't have gone this far in my career as a painter. Ito yung mga kapalit nun eh.
Kung nag-showbiz ka all the way, ano mangyayari?
If showbiz all the way, siguro we won't be talking here. Probably in a different...
I mean to say, if you did showbiz, you would have had a better life. In terms of financial.
Yeah.
Financially, mas okay ka kung nag-showbiz ka.
Probably. But I wouldn't have a family.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a degree. I wouldn't go this far with painting. So, yeah. Ito yung kapalit na.
So no regrets?
No regrets.
Quitting showbiz?
I guess it's, this is, when the door closes, another one opens, and I took that opportunity.
Pero what about your parents? Hindi ba sila nag-react na, uy, huwag ka mag-quit, sayang?
They were very supportive naman with me. Yeah. They were even concerned. I mean, but they were with me. I mean, all throughout.
So you're telling me na habang towards the end, habang ginagawa mo yung mga projects mo, hindi ka na masaya?
Yeah. Probably I was already, I'm already torn between a decision of continuing or to stop. But I really wanted to have a degree. Talagang,
alam mo, kakaiba yan, ha?
I was dead set to have a diploma, actually.
Ang madalas na nangyayari sa showbiz, they quit because they got into drugs. Diba? Yun eh. At the height of their fame, na-discarrel kasi nag-drugs. Pero ikaw, nag-quit ka because you wanted to study. Ibang klase.
Thank you. Thank you, Julius, for
Amazing.
pointing that out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hindi mo hinanap-hanap habang nung nag-stop ka?
So when I stopped, sabi ko, I got into odd jobs. I got into picture company.
As what?
Photographer. I was a photographer for about 6 months lang yata. And then I also did art room here in Manila Pen. We just printed events, set menus, stores of that. 6 months also. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, iba pala pag malaking kita mo. And now I come to realize the difference of making big dough, and I just met my wife already at the time.
You met her when you quit showbiz?
Yeah. 2001. She was naman may kapitbahay here.
Okay.
So, yung bintana namin, literally.
Parang pelikula, makatapat ka.
Aantayin ko siya dumating. So, she was renting there. May dalawang gitaras. Nadawa talaga na.
Romantic, Ano siya? Artista rin?
Artistahin din siya.
Artistahin pero hindi into showbiz?
Yeah. And she also acts.
Nag-a-act din?
Yeah, she also acts. She was in one of the series of Angel Locsin. We do stage plays. So we got into stage kasi I joined this group, Villa Teatro. We did Cancer. Nag-Ibara ako, tapos siya si Maria Clara, si misis ko. Yeah, she's very beautiful. She's from Bicol. Pero bago siya sumikat, binihag ko na siya. Kasi I don't want to be sharing.
Blessed with how many kids?
3 kids, 3 beautiful
kids.
Wow! Mga mga
ilang taon na yung mga yan?
Mga teenagers na eh.
Oh my gosh. Wala bang sumusunod sa yapak ninyo? Parang gusto mag-artista?
Yeah, I'm looking at my middle boy, Caleb. So I have Ben, Caleb, and Stacy. Stacy's my bunso. Caleb, he has the physique. He looks like a cross between me and my wife.
Hindi pa lumalabas sa mga
I'm introducing pa lang eh. I-introduce ko kina Zoe Abaca, telling Boss Vic about him. Pero I still have to fix him before
Ilan taon na siya?
He's 18.
18?
Yeah.
Yan. At nag-express din siya ng interest niya.
Yeah.
To go into acting.
Oh, yeah. He came out already in a couple of guestings, father and son guestings. I brought him. Yeah, there was a audition for a commercial, for a KFC commercial, and this is the time na I was contemplating whether to go back or not.
Mga anong taon yan?
This was right when I was doing the Peninsula Manila, 2004, 2006. Of the 500 auditionees, nakuha ako for a KFC commercial.
Nag-audition ka, Mapa?
For a KFC commercial. And they knew who I was at that time.
Ano pinagawa sa'yo?
I was parang, parang boss ako dun eh. And then parang, they had this product of chicken balls, KFC at the time. So, parang may mga employees and then, oh boss, may bago. Okay. So, roughly, this is how it went at the time. And I remember, medyo lumaki ako doon kasi ang sarap ng pagkain sa peninsula eh. So,
iba na itsura mo.
Iba na itsura. Medyo I had a bit of weight at the time. So I got in. So this was like a sign na balik ka pa.
May chance.
So from that time on, na I got that commercial, I tried to get into all possible opportunities to get back. So, ang peg ko nun, bumabalik ako. I'm trying to get back. So, I got pit role for movies, stage. I got into that stage group. I had a lot of stage plays again. I got back to stage acting again. Did a lot of indie films. So on and so forth. Hanggang to the present time.
Siyempre, unlike before, di ba? Yung before you were mainstream, no? Di ba?
Yes.
Top of the game. Kumbaga, pag narinig mo yung Jow Mapa, automatic yan. Mga malalaking project. Di ba? Mahirap nang bumalik nun. You felt it na hirap.
Oo. Sabi ko, it won't be like the same. I mean, it won't be that iba eh. Iba yung atmosphere doon. Let's just call it the 90's. Iba yung atmosphere.
Iba, no? Pero ano pag inisa-isa mo rin naman yung mga kasama mo, Gwapings, hindi rin naman dire-diretso yung naging takbo ng career nila. You have Mark Anthony.
Yes.
Diba? Medyo na-discarrel din.
Yes.
Tapos si Eric, naglaylo din siya.
Yes.
Got into business.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
Si Jo Marie, laylo din.
Politics.
Tumalabas-labas, politics. And nag-iba-iba rin yung direction ng career. So, hindi mo rin talaga masasabi kung magiging dire-diretso yung, yung takbo ng career mo kung hindi ka nag-quit.
Kung hindi ako nag-quit.
Yung parang pwede rin magbago di ba?
But, pandemic hit. Okay? Pandemic hit, hindi ka naman pwede mag-taping. You can't go into events and so on and so forth. So you're locked in. Eto na, started painting.
Ayan na.
I started painting and then I thought, post ko kaya to? And I started thinking na for the longest time that I have been painting, I guess nakakabenta before pero not like it would help me during the pandemic. So I started doing watercolors that like I showed you a while ago, and then I posted it on IG, and then I had fans saying, "Oh, I'd like to have this, I'd like to have that." So I'd ship it. My wife met a alahera online. Okay, she met an alahera online. Then I said, "Jack, samahan mo ako. Punta tayo na I wanna deal in bags kasi she wants to deal in bags and jewelry." So we went and then I go, ano rin siya, taga Bicol din yung alahera na doon. So nag-take sila. Sabi ko, ma'am, baka pwedeng mag-trade tayo ng mga paintings ko dyan sa mga
bags mo.
Oo. So, sige. So the second time when we came back, brought my and then, gusto ko to. So, she liked these big ones. And then, so we traded. Tapos, ma'am, kulang. And then she gave also cash. And so, kulang. Making sure this is the first time na binigyan ko na jewelry, pieces ko, in a bag. So, that was one of the things that happened during the pandemic.
So kumbaga marami ring hirap pero may mga blessings na dumating.
Yes.
And
ito na, pintor na. Pintor na. And then, napapansin ko, nakikilala na ako bilang hindi artista, kung hindi isang pintor. Ito na, sumabay na rin tong Viva. So I did a contract. So I'm back. I'm doing movies again. I just wanna plug na rin also. I just did a movie with sila Mark and Eric. It's coming out December 13. Directed by Direk Daryl Yap.
Ano title?
Para kang papa mo.
Gwapings reunion. Ano din si Jo Marie?
No.
Wala si Jo Marie.
Lang, wala si Jo Marie. So, we're magbabarkada kami dito, dance group, tapos may mga anak na kami dito, mga hashtags. Sila Zeus, si Nico,
Daddy
si Kid.
Roll.
Daddy Roll. Hindi ko na mag-spoiler alert. Pero that's the gist of it. We're showing already December 13th. Okay. I also did I'm also part of Pira-Pirasong Paraiso. And then lately, nakatambal ako just before Ma'am Maricel got out of the series. I had one clip with her, so wow, dinamdam ko yung ano.
Hindi ka ba ino-offera sa Batang Quiapo?
Batang Quiapo, hindi. Hinahanap ko si Coco, wala pa eh.
Baka naman, no? Becky naman daw, Coco, ha? Dito lang siya. Pwede pa.
But I was part of his Provinciano. Nasa pilot ako. And I hope he watches this.
Open ka naman, di ba? Kung sakali.
Bale, yun. Ang daming mga...
At least, everything's going well, no?
And I'm also in real estate right now.
Oh, ang dami racket. Grabe, no? Di ba? Jack of all trades, no?
Kasi I've been trying to sell already real estate for the longest time. I haven't sold actually, pero I want to make a killing already. I have this project and I'm working it. First of next year,
Hindi ka nagre-regret na you quit showbiz?
No, I don't regret it at all.
Ang galing, ha?
Really, I don't regret it at all.
Why not?
Siguro nung una, pero now that I look at it, man, meron palang plano. May plano talagang Panginoon. And I'm in full circle right now. I'm full blast with all my talents right now, and this is just the beginning of me getting back in the saddle. But now I'm reinvented, not only with one talent, but man, I can't wait.
Happier.
I have.
Ito talaga yung passion mo eh.
Yeah.
Art talaga eh.
Yeah.
Talaga eh.
Yeah.
Oh, and you get to do your second love, which is acting, di ba? Nagawa mo pa rin naman,
Exactly. And hindi naman ako bumitaw. I mean, I even honed it some more by getting into stage plays. And I just worked with Direk Ato Bautista. And then, if you want to know, really great.
Balikan ko lang yun, Chow, yung part na, syempre, nung nag-quit ka sa showbiz, dire-diretso yung pasok ng pera financially, no?
Yeah.
But what was the lowest point financially nung time na nag-quit ka?
It's a struggle. To tell you the truth, it's a struggle from the time that I stopped up to this point. And alam ko nandyan lang yan eh. I mean, this is gonna come when it comes already. I mean, right now, kumbaga sa aeroplano, it's just taking flight eh. Pero
how hard was it? Yung struggle na yun?
It's a learning process. It's hard to the point na I'm a regular person. Trying to make ends meet.
Yeah. Hindi ka ba na-affect?
Hindi biro rin na it's not like a regular job that you get paid in the kalagitnaan, kitsenas, and katapusan. But one hit big deal ako eh. So parang per project. Ngayon nararamdaman ko na medyo bumabalik.
Saka yung mga bata tuloy-tuloy sa pag-aaral, no?
Also.
Pag-aaral mo sila.
And at the time, I didn't have a family then. So right now, medyo it's an added challenge.
Yes.
But iba rin.
But it's a good challenge, no? It gives you a purpose, di ba, sa life mo na parang...
Not only that, I guess without the money, but your family is there.
Yun ang ano mo,
yun ang motivation mo. Hindi ka pwedeng stagnant eh. Kailangan dire-diretso ka pa rin. You have to take care of a family. You have to put food on the table, pay for the bills and stuff like that. So that's what kept me going. And I know for a fact I'm doing right. And as long as you love what you do, I mean, darating na lang yun eh. Secondary na lang yun eh. But you're just doing it just because you're doing it for love. And passion mo yan eh. Talagang di ka hihinto eh. Yan ang ano eh.
Napansin ko doon sa mga paintings mo, marami ka mga images ni Jesus Christ. Ano ka ba? Religious kang tao? Kaya lagi mo siyang pinipaint?
Good question, Julius. Take this opportunity na rin during the pandemic. Hirap to live with your family and then you're not going out. Na nagkakaumpugan na kayo ng misis mo. It's very hard. There's no. It came to a point na it taught me to be closer to God. And I started to pick up the rosary. And from this day, I have been praying the rosary, complete 4 mysteries, every day.
All 4 mysteries?
All 4 mysteries. Walang patos yan.
Every day?
Every day. I complete it by doing the joyful mystery today. I go sorrowful, glorious, luminous, sorrowful, joyful, glorious. Every day, up to this day. And ever since the time that I started praying, I would also, like, if I have problems na talagang hindi ko na maabutan and I'm like in a taping and then there's chaos coming from in the house, I pray the rosary. I've been blessed and being guided ever since, and I even prayed for this.
Pero how did you discover that during the pandemic? Paano dumating sa iyo yun, yung calling na yun?
I don't know. I couldn't go to church every day because there's during the pandemic.
Maybe it started with a painting. Nung pinipaint mo na siya, ayun na, doon na nag-start yung calling. Hindi rin yun?
Hindi rin. So, may purpose din. May timing siya na Mama Mary will give it to you, or God the Father will give it to you at the right time. Pero just to keep on praying, and sinasabayan ko na rin ng pagme-meditate. Meditate in a sense na when I breathe, babanat ako ng isang mystery. Tapos yung breathing lang. Nagme-meditate ako same time as I pray. So sinabay ko siya, minesh ko na siya. So in effect, I'm meditating 15 minutes a day. First thing in the morning, pakagising ko. Rosary ka agad.
Paano mo i-describe yung naging journey mo as Jow Mapa?
I would say I have been guided from the start already by a powerful force. Inubog niya muna ako before I believe na He has a plan for me, and this is my path. I've been praying to Him and I told Him, gawin niyo na lang ako ng instrumento. Like a diamond, before you become a diamond, lilinisin ka pa, tatanggalin ka pa, pagdadaan ka pa, talagang pupukpukin ka muna, pagdadaan ka muna, para ma-realize kung saan ka talaga babagsak. And right now, I could say I'm an artist. That's what He wants. And then I just want to, before I got through here, talagang may pinagdaanan talaga ako. No regrets na rin. Nung una, nag-regret ako, pero bakit? Diba? Pero nare-realize ko, unti-unti, sinasabi niya, ito yung timing eh. Bibigay ko sa'yo. Pero ito. So, right, slowly, this interview is part of it. And he's saying na you're in the right path. So, go ka na lang. Diretso ka na lang. And that's it.
Anong message ang gusto mong i-share sa mga viewers natin na nakakaranas din nung naranasan mo for yung nasa crossroads ka, whether to pursue kung ano yung convenient doon sa less convenient na road, pero at the end, feeling mo ito talaga yung gusto mong gawin. Anong advice na may share mo sa kanila tungkol doon?
Ito nung masasabi ko, we were made differently. I guess to enjoy life, you know, it's not about the money, okay? It's how you love to, or you have iba't iba tayong may mga talents. So, i-pursue niyo. Sa una, talagang walang mangyayari sa'yo eh. Pero pagkatapos mong pagdaanan, yung mga dapat mong pagdaanan, bago hubugin ka at makuha mo yung fruits of hard labor, don't stop. Just keep on going. Sabayan nyo na rin ng prayer. And of course, the love for what you have, huwag kayong madidismaya. Just keep at it. And in the end, makukuha mo rin ang gusto ko eh. Makukuha mo rin ang gusto ko eh. And you'd be happy. Yun ang importante. You're happy doing it.
Yeah.
Not because you're getting paid to get it, but because you're happy. It gives you fulfillment. Yun yung purpose natin. To bring out yung biyaya, yung gift binigay sa'yo.
Inspire naman itong conversation sa akin with Jow. Tama ba? Oo, I admire you. I admire you, bro. Kasi talagang, pinursu mo yung sinasabi ng puso mo.
Yeah.
Yung pinakinggan mo si Lord, kung ano yung direction na gusto niya para sa iyo, at sumunod ka ron. And now, look at you. Kahit na medyo dumaan sa hirap ng buhay, at least you feel happy and fulfilled sa iyong naging decision. So, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, brother.
At sana marami tayong na-inspire ng mga viewers natin ngayon.
Salamat din sa pag-guest natin.
Ayan, so sobra akong natuwa dun sa process ng pagpe-painting ni Jow. Eto, kinuha ko. Di ba, guys? Ang ganda. Tell us about this work. Ano ba to? Para maintindihan ng mga viewers natin.
Una sa lahat, Julius, salamat sa pagsusuporta. Thank you for helping, supporting my art. This is called Harvest. Or planting rice. Either or, marami na akong, may series na to eh. Hindi ko lang alam kung pang ilang ka na eh. But, the funny thing is, nag-e-evolve na yung colors. Usually, it's only one tone. One tone. Pero now, with this harvest, may na siya, may highlights na siya. As you can see, the white.
First impression kasi, abstract yung itsura. But when you come closer to the artwork, makikita mo yung detail. Di ba? Tama, no? Sige, nagre-react nga siya eh. Kanina pa yan eh. Agree siya doon sa sinasabi ko na may mga makikita mo, pag lapit ka, tinan mo. Makikita nyo yung details ng mga farmers. So, this is something na,
ngayon mo lang na
positive.
Ngayon lang may nag-point out na at the first glance na abstract siya.
It looks abstract eh.
Pero pag tinignan mo na mabuti,
oo, if you look closer, makikita mo na it's a harvest. Farmers, saka very positive yung subject. Nowadays, di ba yan ang natin eh, yung nagiging problema natin, agriculture. So, we honor our farmers. They give us food na makakain natin araw-araw. Kaya, ang ganda rin itong painting na to.
Thank you.
Meron kang exhibit, di ba?
Oh yeah, Elemento. It's ongoing. It's in the Ayala Triangle right now. Nandun yung piyesa ko. Sana makapunta ka rin sa lahat ng viewers. Of course, it will be running. Actually, it's running from November 17 to the 23rd of December. So, just go there. Tingnan nyo lang yung gawa ko. Ano yun? Mga recycled materials.
Wow.
May mga sa group exhibit. So, each of these artists have the opportunity to ilabas ang kanilang art using these recycled materials. And of course, yung para kang papa mo. Ayan.
Abangan nyo.
Abangan nyo. Out of, nasa labas. I don't know, I might be, but they were saying it was for Netflix.
Okay. So, mas marami makakapanood pag Netflix.
Sana. First time ko makapag-Netflix.
Oh my gosh, excited kami para sa'yo. Doon naman sa mga pinakita natin mga mga paintings mo on paper, ano ba yun? Baka naman, di ba, may mga viewers tayo na gustong bilhin yung... Wait, available ba yun?
Thank you. I sell online. So if you wanna look for me, just type IG sa Instagram, Mapa. Nandun lahat ng mga works ko. At kung meron kayong interesado kayo, I will show you my new works. I-DM nyo lang ako.
Yan.
Whether it be FB also. Mapa, naka-itim ako na polo shirt doon.
Ito guys yung kanyang IG. Para hindi mo kayo mapunta sa ibang IG account.
Sa IG wala akong posters. So, iisa lang yun.
Isa lang yun.
Pag nakita mo, nandun yung mga paintings ko.
Wala Facebook?
Wala. Facebook meron. Kaya lang, maraming
mas active ka sa IG?
Maraming posters sa Facebook So, you have to find, not unless tinignan mo yung mga pictures ko, malalaman mo dahil may mga paintings ako doon. So, malalaman mo kung poster or hindi. Pero IG, mas maganda kasi nag-iisa lang ako doon.
Alright. Sige. Thank you, Jao. Thank you. Good luck.
Hi, teammates. It's me, Mama inviting you to also subscribe to my channel, Christine Babo's channel. Marami akong videos na mag-e-enjoy din kayong panoorin, kaya sulit sa oras. Hit that notification bell too. Like, comment, and share. Thank you, teammates.
Subscribe to this channel, like our videos, and post your comments below. And always hit the notification bell.